Hi everyone, it's Øyvind Martinsen here. When I started out in outdoor photography, I was always disappointed about how the light was unbalanced in my landscape photographs. If I exposed for the sky, the foreground would go too dark, and if I exposed for the foreground, the sky would go too pale. It was a frustrating problem. Every time a problem comes to you, you have two choices: to stay stuck and continue to take mediocre photographs, or you can find a solution and improve. If you stay stuck, you will be frustrated and eventually put your camera away for good. I don't want you to get stuck, so I will teach you how to improve in this video. For me, the solution to the contrast problem came when Galen Rowell taught me how to use his graduated neutral density filters to balance the light in my landscape photographs. Together with the filter company Singh-ray, he spent 2 years of testing and improving the filters before they landed on a good product solution. In this video, I will teach you how to use them in difficult contrast situations. Many landscape scenes have a spread of highlights and shadows, bright skies and dark foregrounds that exceeds the camera's dynamic range. The result is often that an image is overexposed in the highlight areas or underexposed in the shadows. We can use the filters to balance these extreme contrasts. I am using Galen Rowell graduated neutral density filters from Singh-ray. They are wonderful tools for the landscape photographer, and I do not go anywhere without them. Do not buy filters with a color tone. They are fake filters and will create a false color. Buy the graduated neutral density filters with no colors. Only neutral tones to balance the light. There are one type with a hard edge and another with a soft edge. The one with a soft edge is easy to use, and you can use it when you have a horizon that is not straight, like when there are mountains, buildings and trees against the horizon. If you have a horizon that is straighter, you use a hard edge filter. With a hard edge filter, you must be careful where you put the edge, otherwise you will darken areas on the ground that you don't want to darken. If you have a horizon that is sloping, you can tilt the filter so it covers the sky above the sloping terrain. I'm using filters with the dimension 84 by 120 mm. If you have a wider lens diameter than 84 mm, you must buy a larger filter. The rectangular shape makes it possible to slide the filter up and down in front of the lens to cover the sky, no matter if the horizon is at the top of the frame or at the bottom of the frame. I recommend you buy the Galen Rowell filters in this order: 2-stop hard, 3-stop soft, 3-stop hard and 2-stop soft, 4-stop hard and 4-stop soft. You can also buy Daryl Benson reverse graduated neutral density filters. These filters are darkest in the center, clear on the bottom, and transition from dark to light above the horizon. That makes them ideal to use during sunrises and sunsets with flat or defined horizons, such as the seashore, prairie or desert. I recommend you buy the 3-stop and the 4-stop filters. You can buy both the Galen Rowell and Daryl Benson filters at bhphotovideo.com. Why do I use these filters when the photo editing software has a built-in graduated neutral density filter? The answer is because you cannot handle the extreme contrasts with a built-in graduated neutral density filter in, for example, Adobe Lightroom. However, I sometimes fine-tune the tone balance with the built-in graduated neutral density filter. In this image, I hand-held the filter only partly over the lens. The left side is balanced with the filter, but the right side is not covered by the filter and has a burned out sky and mountain. The image illustrates the need for the filters in these situations. Here is another illustration about the use. The upper left image is without the filter and exposed for the sky, and you see the foreground go dark. The picture down to the left is also without filter and it is exposed for the foreground and the sky is too bright. In the image to the right, the foreground and the sky is balanced with the use of a 3-stop hard edge graduated neutral density filter. I'm Øyvind Martinsen. I have been an outdoor photographer since 1981. I love to help other photographers achieving better results. I hope you liked watching this as much as I liked making it for you. And if you know anyone who would find it helpful, please share it with them. Check our updated photo workshop and tour program at panamaphotoexplorations.com.